What's up, everybody? Mr. 707 here, getting in another vlog. And, a couple topics I want to touch on. First off, I just started back utilizing my channel that I started a year ago. I took the majority of the year off. But now, I'm back on my grind. Before I used to, post a lot of videos, a lot of heavy edits in it that it took hours to create and film and, upload and all that. And it kind of got tiring on me. So I'm liking to more so just, vlog, without all the heavy edits, just talking to the people. And it seems to be, working for me. And, I'm kind of getting a passion back for it. But it's a lot of things that I want to talk about. And it's more so directed towards the youth. It's a lot of stuff going on, in the news about, people getting indicted, people dying of overdoses, people, people getting killed in the streets. That's always been like that, but, the overdose thing it's it's not new, but it's more prevalent. A lot of people were resorting to drug use, like opioids and things like that. In the minority community, especially, it's going up in all communities, but it's starting to be more so prevalent in the minority community also. But that's not the main topic I want to talk about. That's just like the times in general are changing. But what I also want to talk about, King Erna, is a YouTuber, and some other YouTubers that have been going back at it. I don't want to name, a bunch of names of people, and but King Erna's, he's snatching, people's honor, and first off, I'm not here to make a video about how I disagree with King Erna. I agree with what he's saying in a lot of cases. And in some cases I don't agree with him. I want people to know that, he snatched the honor of people that was telling and all that, which is, hey, it is what it is, man. But I want the real message for people to know is that, the best way to not be labeled a snitch is just not to even be around it in the first place. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're facing, 10, 15, 20, 25 years in prison, to where you gotta tell on your homeboys. Take yourself out the equation in the first place, and then it never happened. I used to, I never was heavy into the streets like that. And even if I was, I wouldn't even say it on YouTube. I wouldn't sensationalize it like that. Because that's not where I want to be, and that's where I never wanted to be. I always wanted to have a legit job and a family and, a career. I want to be able to retire one day. I don't want to be sitting in prison. That ain't for me. It ain't never been for me. That's not something I will ever sensationalize. So, if somebody accuse you of snitching, whether you did it or not, first off, blame yourself for putting yourself in that situation. And when I was around cats that might have been doing dirt, and they start talking about stuff, I'll be like, look, bro, I don't want to hear about that. Don't even talk about that around me. I don't need to know your information. And then from then on, I kind of back away from dudes like that a little bit, because I don't want to be caught up in that. Now people start going down and stuff, and then they wondering who telling and this and that. I'm like, my name's gonna be out the equation because I didn't hear about it in the first place. I don't want to know about your dirt. I don't care. First off, I don't care. And second off, like I said, I don't want you trying to blame me or something like that, because people get hit up for snitching and probably never even snitched. You look at the 6ix9ine situation, everybody's speculating on who telling and this and that, and nobody knows nothing. But everybody's got their opinion. You know what I'm saying? It could be somebody that just doesn't like you, and they just want to start a rumor. Oh yeah, he's a snitch. People do shit like that all the time. The social media gossip, you know what I'm saying? So the best way to avoid all that is remove yourself from the equation. First and foremost. Be selfish out here. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna think about you when you locked up. Very rarely do people come and visit you and send you care packages and put money on your books. The same people that you was riding with. You on your own when you locked down there. Unless you got some family that care about you, a wife, a kid, some kids, you know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, them dudes in the streets, they gonna forget about you. You're gonna be dead to them. You know what I'm saying? And what if you caught up in a situation where you didn't actually do nothing? You didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then they trying to put the case on you. You supposed to take the next man's rap? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling nobody to snitch or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, remove yourself from the equation and you won't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give a message to these youngsters out here that, you know what I'm saying, don't snitch. Yeah, don't snitch, but at the same time, don't put yourself in a situation where you have to snitch. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. That's what everybody should be pushing. Not, take this case like a man. Yeah, if you did it, you know what I'm saying? If you did what you did, don't go around telling on people trying to get out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? When you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just look at Whitey Bulger. They got a hold of him in prison all those years later, and they tore him up. You know what I'm saying? Take yourself out of the situation first and foremost to where you don't have to be facing all those numbers, man. And I want to push, like I said, I'm going in a new direction in my channel. You're going to start hearing me saying things like sobriety, abstaining, self-employment, entrepreneurial, school, education, growth. That's the type of time that I want to be on. I quit drinking. I haven't drank like 9 to 10 months out of this year. You know what I'm saying? I quit drinking at the beginning of the year and went for about 5 months. Fell off a little bit, but for a couple months or whatever, and then I got back on my sobriety, man. This is the longest period of sobriety for me as an adult. Even into my, teenage years, this is the longest period of sobriety for me. And I got a better perspective and mental clarity on things, man. And, I'm going to start pushing that, advocating that, not to drink. First off, you got to know moderation, but I'm going to advocate just abstaining totally from alcohol, man. Any drugs, any opioids. I never would have thought I would have heard people addicted to Percocet, and, especially in our community. Like it, I grew up in the crack era, and, we seen a lot of people strung out on crack and lose everything, and people get locked up over it. Using crack just didn't appeal to a lot of my generation, even though some did. But this younger generation, they're not seeing the devastation as much that it caused. You know what I'm saying? As kids that was born in the early 80s and late 80s and, went through the 90s and seeing all this stuff. They was born in the 90s, and the pill generation was came through, you know what I'm saying, with pills. Everybody like to pop pills from Molly and ecstasy, and now they say, oh, let me try that Xanax or whatever, you know, and they end up on this opioid, you know, and they end up trying heroin or something, man. You know, I want to say abstain. In that case, don't even try the moderation. The only thing you want to try to moderate is like if you smoke a little weed or something, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a straight pothead where you smoking weed all day long and that's your priority is to get high all day long. Because if you working a job, you can't be high at your job first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get certain jobs, you can't be have weed in your system at all. And you limiting yourself. Would you pass up on $100,000 job and you ain't got no college degree just because you want to get high all day? Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your job is, you know, not drug testing you, and then you want to smoke on your off time at home, you know what I'm saying, not behind the wheel and all that stuff, that's cool. That's called moderation. That's called moderation. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be out here high all day and your biggest focus on life is smoking weed. That's not what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing and advocating total sobriety for myself. I can't tell nobody else what to do. I'm just going to recommend it. And I want you to try it and see how much good it does for you. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about a lot of young cats maybe think about going into building trades. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't good in school and it just wasn't for you, you know what I'm saying? That's understandable. But you can always go to a junior college, get your GED. Why wait till you locked up to want to get a GED? Why wait till you locked up to want to work out and exercise and all that? You know, do it while you out. Think about going into the building trades. A lot of these trades are making more money than people that's going through college without paying for tuitions and all that. Yeah, you want to have basic education, how to read and write and, you know, math. That goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? You can learn all that at a junior college. You can take correspondence courses or whatever. But think about going into building trades, you know, to get away from these streets, you know. Look into some type of union or something. You know, first and foremost, get any job to build up a work experience and a resume. You know what I'm saying? Learn what it feels like to get a nice check. That's, you know, it's sad that I have to see a lot of people that get out of prison and then they want to go that route after the fact. But you could have went that route before prison and avoided all that. You know what I'm saying? I know too many dudes in their 50s that did 20, 25 years in and out of jail, and the light bulb goes off in their 50s. Oh, I need to start hustling the right way and not the wrong way, and that's, you know, at a job. You know what I'm saying? Now you turn around, you 60 years old, and you trying to buy your first house, and you know what I'm saying? You can do all that in your 20s and set yourself up for retirement. See, a lot of us didn't think that we was going to make retirement age. But yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Set yourself up, man. Think about, make realistic goals, like make good goals, like wanting to buy a house, having a family, you know what I'm saying? And having financial security, being able to take vacations. Make that a priority, not in these streets and, you know, and having hella different baby mamas and you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if you got kids, take care of your kids. Be in your kids' life, man. If you didn't have a father in your life, why wouldn't you want that for your seed? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, look into these building trades, man. If you out in the streets and you buying these old bucket cars, you should have you at least, you know, a truck. At all times, have you a pickup truck. Don't cry about not having work. Go out and create you some work. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurialism. You know what I'm saying? You can charge people to use the services of your truck, doing dump runs and maintaining yards and handyman work. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I used to go on Craigslist and look for all type of work, man, and sustain myself and do good, because, you know, I went through a recession, you know what I'm saying, where it wasn't no work like that. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have a good job, you was just out of luck. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I went through periods where I would apply for minimum wage jobs and couldn't get them. You know what I'm saying? It was that hard. It wasn't that much work, even in the trades. But the fact of the matter is, it's always going to be a need for people to fix and maintain things, whether you're a mechanic, whether you work on houses, whatever. Get you a skill. Get you a skill, man. The streets is not a skill. It's not a skill, man. You know what I'm saying? You see where it leads to. Dead or in jail. Dead or in jail, man. And if you're in the streets and you got a couple $dollars to get you a truck, man. Get you a truck. Try to get out of the game, man. For real, it's not that time, man. I'm talking to the people in their 20s and stuff, because I'm pretty sure the people in the 30s that's out and free and alive, they realize that. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect with my generation and the younger generation. Yeah, we look at the style and the music and some of the clothes y'all wear and all the face tattoos, and we like, what is y'all doing? And we kind of pushing away from each other, but we need to connect more and be more united and brotherly and give some influence and game, instead of knocking these young dudes down about what they doing. We need to dialogue more. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways, man. You know what I'm saying? But with the King Erna, you know what I'm saying, and all of the YouTubers that's beefing on him, man, he got his platform. Let him run his platform. Like I say, the part that I don't agree with him is, more so like it kind of seemed like creating beef online for the viewership, but at the same time, he pushing a message. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I understand what he's saying. He got into a couple beefs with, wasn't really beefs, and that's what I respected about it. You know, they posted their video, they gave their opinion, and they left it at that. They didn't go back and forth. They didn't go back and forth, man. Like you see with TEKASHI69 and DJ Akademiks and everybody, that's like they post every single video they post is about 6ix9ine telling, speaking on his case, and then they just they eating off of that. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? Move on, dude. I posted about it one time, and I left it at that, man. I'm not gonna delve deep into his case and try to break it down and try to solve the mystery. No. Move on, man. Speak your opinion and move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's what I want to push, man. Sobriety, entrepreneurship, family, man, setting some goals out here, man. And, trying to think about the long-term future and, not more so living for today, but thinking ahead, weeks, months, years. You know what I'm saying? And that's the message and the direction I want to take my channel is try to give somebody some game or some information maybe they didn't know. If you got any questions if you got any questions about maybe trying to be a businessman, or if you want to talk about sobriety, or talk about the struggles that you're going through, feel free to leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment, and we see where your head at. Maybe we can dialogue through emails or something. But I want y'all to like and subscribe to the video. And if you got any topics you want to discuss, let me know. All right, Mr. 707 out.